Hey, what's going on, fam? It's your guy, your handsome host, Mark R. Chabot, United States Marine Corps retired, of the Left, Right, Left podcast, where we keep moving forward. Hey, it's been 6 months since a grainy video has exploded now into a very professional channel where I've had some phenomenal guests. We are going to continue to double down on our niche, telling great stories of great people and great organization, promoting positive content, and I still hold the title of the voice of the PWC, and I run the platform for the people. Hey, rather than me come out here and run my mouth for a few minutes, I'd rather show you guys a short 6-minute clip of some exceptional moments throughout this podcast. It's something that I'm really, very proud of. Hey, all music is credited to my last guest, Chris Moreno, aka Cartoon, owner and CEO of Hood Figures. And thank you very much, Chris, for letting me borrow this music. And without further ado, here we go. Woo!
Music was a big part of me. We experienced hardships, within my family, write poetry, and it became almost as an outlet for me to speak on the hardships that I was, growing up on.
I just want to get down on the gangsta strap. I just want to get down, so let me know. I got you rolling my side. We gonna party tonight, baby. You look so fine. I wanna make.
Have a side hustle, which I think is very unique and very interesting, and I definitely want you to expound upon it a lot. So, could you tell everybody a little bit about your side hustle and what you're doing now?
I was waiting for this moment. My side hustle is what I dreamed to be when I was in high school as a drama major. My side hustle is print, model, and acting, commercials. And I stumbled across that by my son. My son does the same thing, and he had a picture of me on his social media, and the agency seen a picture of me and was like, "Who's that man right there?" And he said, "That's my dad."
It's hard out here, man. Life can be a real kick in the friggin' nuts.
No stressing, they go bounce to this, ain't no question. No guessing, G's in this essence.
My main man, Eric Martindale, second CEV, brother.
Good to be here, man.
Sapper 5.
Yeah, been waiting for this.
Dude, cheers to you, man.
Looking forward to it.
Bringing out the plate, better hang tight. Cartoon, yeah, they know where the real be. Touchdown for the.
And talk about relevant work. It's really special to be engaged on this and all that.
What advice would you give one of my amazing left, right, lefters out there that keep moving forward?
Don't underestimate your talents. The civilian world needs military, trained, and experienced leadership.
You know I love what I see, looking so.
Talking to people who were there with you. And also, I think it's very good. Everybody needs a readjustment of rudder steer every now and then. Everybody needs that. Even the most strongest people you know that are out there need it in a way. They may not need to be beat over the head with it. It might just be passively, right? Or you just kind of slide it into a conversation.
Here's the remedy, off the top, just like you on the block, setting up shop, ready for the whoop-de-wop. Got to get paid, homie, and it ain't no thought. Is this a doggy dog rolled up in my zone?
Hey, another episode of the Left, Right, Left podcast, the best garage podcast in Prince William County, Virginia. Today's episode will be specifically focusing on the Amphibious Assault Vehicle Memorial. I have joining me no other than Colonel John Atkinson, retired United States Marine Corps.
This is all about the AAV community, track community, not about us. And it's about being Semper Fidelis in action, making sure our legacy lives on. The one that we were entrusted with, we have an obligation to hand it down and make sure the young men and women who are going to take ACVs into battle know that they're trackers as well.
And blessed, grateful for another day. Sun's up. Whiskey! Whiskey! You set? Set. Boy, look at you, just a left, right, left. You just look handsome.
It's a doggy world, gotta get the beat. I'm a dog full breed, let them all know. It's a doggy rolled up in my zone. Never stray in the place that you can't go. It's a doggy rolled up in my zone. I'm a dog full breed.
beautiful, man. You got a beautiful team. It looks like you guys got great energy, man. And
I've learned a lot. Business, the civilian world is not a friendly place to be, especially when you've been wearing a uniform for a long time.
Yeah.
But the intangibles that I learned I'm not going to give up. I expect nothing but the best. And I'm constantly reevaluating myself to see if I'm meeting the expectation. Some days I do, some days I don't. And then, I just take each day by day and try to be better the next day.
Taking on more losses, no wells and I can't fold, and I had to live it up, taking on more losses. These days only get
dollars and cents. How is your business doing today? Can you kind of summarize that?
So today, so I'll put it into this perspective. In 2020, I was still active duty. With the money that I made that year, I doubled my military income.
Wow. What advice could you give them on how to achieve success over the long term?
You got to persevere when things get hard. You got to have a strong work ethic. If you're lazy, it's not going to work. And I would say the last thing is you got to have a strong why.
I was back in the clip, I was moving up the work, rally up to the V, trying to get me up a slip from the work to the fiends. If you really about this bread, then you know the routine, trying to level up the pain, chasing amphetamines. I've been living on my dream, trying to get it to blow, trying to win people over from a screen on the phone. Ain't no going back to dirt, so I'm up on the road. Had to learn to take an L just to get to the throne. It's no losses.
I want to address suicide and provide a little bit of context to it. Before I start, I just wanted to say to everybody out there that's been impacted by it, particularly the immediate families, my deepest condolences to you as you process and go through this very difficult, tragic incident that happened to your loved one.
If they really be about it, put them up to the smoke. And when shit hit the fan, better hope you don't choke. Everybody say they bout it till they up on the road, and you really see the fear creeping up on the slope as the homies doing life on a federal post. Tell their tears, telling stories from the people.